Hi guys, welcome back to another vlog, a fragrance vlog that is. And in today's vlog, in case you didn't catch the title, we're going to be going through some of my most emotional fragrances. Now, when I say emotional, it's more so like fragrances that I've tied to an emotion or tied to a person that could give me like all the feels or like bring back memories. So, that being said, we're going to jump in and we're going to jump in with one that I've literally smelled my entire life and it's probably my strongest emotion. Like, I probably have the strongest emotional tie to this fragrance, I should say. So, first up, we're going to go with Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. This particular bottle was actually given to me by my cousin as a gift. I don't actually wear Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue often. I have worn it. I think it pairs very well with Tom Ford's Soleil Blanc. Now, with that being said, I don't own an actual Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. I own a dupe by Okja, but I love it all the same. So Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. I'm going to read the notes of it first, like the scent family, the notes for each fragrance, and then we'll get into the emotion / memory that it's tied to. So for Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, this is a toilette, eau de toilette. It is in the fresh citrus and fruits family, and it notes Sicilian lemon, apple, and cedarwood. Now, this particular one, like I said, I've grown up smelling this my entire life, and it's because of my mom. My mom loves this scent down. Like, she loved it down. She wore it all the time. There was one other scent that I do have in here that she did wear often that was not this. That was not a Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, but she loved Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue down. So oftentimes when I smell it, I think of her. I have a blanket that I've had since, I want to say, I use it as like a comfort blanket. So I got the blanket after she passed, and what I do with the blanket is I use the exact same laundry detergent as my mom. So what I do is I take the laundry detergent, I spray it, like, I take the laundry detergent, I wash the blanket in the laundry detergent, I use the same dryer sheets and everything that my mom used, and then I spray the perfume on the blanket, and I just like carry the blanket, especially if I'm traveling. I love carrying that blanket with me. My dad says it's our good luck charm when we travel, so I take that blanket everywhere. But yeah, so there is this one. Then the next one is it's still Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, but it's the Eau Intense. This is an eau de parfum, and this particularly is fresh floral, whereas Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Eau de Toilette was fresh citrus and fruits. So this one's fresh floral. It's lemon, jasmine petals, and musk. Now, this was the last bottle that she had. I inherited my mom's perfume collection. So this was the last bottle she had. We actually got some perfumes together, and at the time I mistakenly thought that this was the same thing as the Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. I did not look at the notes between the two. And I put this in the cart, so when she bought it and she got it, it was in fact not the same, but she still loved the scent regardless. So she wore this. I often spray this one on the blanket as well, so I switch it between the two. But yeah, so there's that. Those are like the two. If I think of my mom, that's what I think of. I think of that perfume specifically. Now, the next one is going to be the other scent that she often would smell like when I was younger. Like when I was little, this is what I think of. It's Chanel No. 5. Also, fun story for this after I read the notes. So this is a powdery floral with aldehydes, jasmine, neroli, and sandalwood. I've never heard of aldehydes, but it's a note. So fun fact about this, I think it smells like baby powder. And I stayed with my parents the entire time my mom was sick, and I didn't have any perfume. So I would often go in her closet and like hijack perfume. This was the number one that scent I went for, was her Chanel number 5, because it smelled like baby powder. Like, I loved it. And my mom has worn this multiple times when I was younger, so it's naturally comforting for me. So yes, I do love this. I honestly have not worn it since, but yeah, that's a top tier one for me. So next up we have Moroccan oil. This is actually the eau de parfum. There are actual Moroccan oil hair products, and that is what this line was more so tailored after, was the hair products. And the hair products is why this is an emotional scent for me. Growing up, we switched hairdressers, like our final hairdresser that we had switched to when I was like middle school, high school. She used Moroccan oil products, and I loved it so much, to the point where my mom actually, we found it in a hair store, and she bought the actual hair spray, like the hair product spray. So I would spray it in my hair all the time. I grew up with a relaxer. My hair was always like freshly pressed, down, curled, like bumped, like you bump the ends, or I had like a ponytail or a bun or something, and I would just spray the hairspray. So imagine my lovely surprise, I walk in Sephora and this is actually a perfume. I had to have it. I have worn it often, especially during the summer. I think it's a really good summer scent. But let's get into scent family and notes. This is classified as a warm floral. Notes of sweet florals, velvet wood, spicy amber. I just feel like this gives very summer vibes. Like, I think you can wear this for anything during the summertime. Heck, even the springtime. Oh no. Well, that's a new development, guys. I did see reviews about the sprayer being problematic. I wasn't buying it, but okay, there we go. Let's stop playing with it. But yeah, it smells super good. So, yeah. Just be careful with the sprayer. That's all I'm saying. It does go back on, but you know, most people will want to avoid that. So next up, we're going to get into one that is essentially like my starter perfume, is what this was. And that is Flower Bomb. So I say this was starter perfume because my mom had purchased it for herself originally. Not this particular bottle. I have long since used that bottle up. But my mom used to purchase it for, like, she didn't used to purchase it for herself. She purchased it for herself one time. All of one time. She did not like how it smelled on her. I was playing in her perfume. This was like, I want to say like my early 20s. I was playing in her perfume because I wasn't into fragrances yet. And I sprayed it on myself. She smelled it on me and she was like, oh my gosh, that matches you perfectly. This became my favorite of all time perfume. I still really love this. I don't wear it as often, but I still actually really love this one. So there is that. This is classified as a warm floral with notes of vanilla, jasmine, and orange blossom. I just really love it. And it evokes like very happy memories for me. So that's always a plus. Honestly, I feel like I need to wear this one day soon because I love this. Like, I don't even know how this didn't make my list of the 10 fragrances that I can't go without, because I always have to, funny fact, like I always have to have this, but funny fact, when I went to Sephora to get a bottle, I was actually trying to get the one that was bigger than this. That's how much I love this. And I was so excited. I checked out and everything because it was during a Sephora sale. I checked out and everything, got home, opened it, and realized she gave me the wrong size bottle. Like, she gave me the smaller bottle, but it's fine. I haven't used it up. I haven't put like a big dent in it, just because my fragrance collection has grown so much. So yeah, but I will forever love her. She will always be my first and my fave. So there's that. Next up, I have one that I purchased and I don't wear at all. But it is emotional to me because when I purchased it along with the other fragrances that I told you, like me and my mom were buying fragrances. We bought these fragrances together. And oddly enough, while I don't like how it smells on me, it reminds me of my auntie. Um, this is the Tuile de Hermes. It smells really good in the bottle. I think it's just my body chemistry that it just doesn't smell good on. Like, it doesn't smell great on me. But it's a really good scent. Like, it's really nice. I think it's very florally to me. It kind of reminds me of like church. I don't know. It reminds me of my auntie and it reminds me of church. But that's what this, and it's a little hint of powder to me. But for the notes, this is a powdery floral, which is probably where I got the powder from. Ginger, tuberose, and sandalwood are the notes. But yeah, honestly, I don't know what perfume my auntie used to wear. But I feel like she would wear this. Like, she would have liked this. So, I don't wear this, but I do keep it. I've considered giving it away. I just don't have the heart to do so. I'm probably never going to give it away, but I do love her. So, I keep her. I'm gonna have to try and use her one day. I don't know. Maybe if I layer it with something, I'll like her, but yeah, she just doesn't smell right on me for some reason, which is weird because the powder works for me, floral works for me, but them together in that scent is just not hitting. I don't know. Maybe it's the ginger or something because I don't think I have a ginger note in just about anything. So I honestly have no clue. The next one we're going to go with is one that my mom gave me as well. And that is Black Opium by Saint Laurent. My mom did not like this on herself. Once again, it is one of the ones that I put on. I was playing in her perfume again. I sprayed myself. She said it smelled really good. And I've actually worn this out to like a club, a few like lounges. And I get compliments, so I know it works well for me. I do layer this too, but yeah, I like it personally. This is a warm and sweet gourmand. To know me is to know I love warm and sweet gourmands. Like that's my thing. That's my zhuzh, as we called it. So yeah, warm and sweet gourmand, notes of black coffee, white flowers, and vanilla. To know me is also to know I love vanilla, and I'm actually, coffee scents are like growing on me. So I do like coffee scents, but this is a winner for sure. So next up is one that I also would hijack when I was staying with my parents for that bit of time, and this is Prada Candy. I don't wear it anymore, but my mom loved her some Prada Candy. She's actually gone through like bottles of this before. So this was, I don't think I've put that much of a dent in it. I think the majority of what was used out of this was her. I probably used it like a couple of times while I was in Virginia. I mostly used the Chanel No. 5 for real, but this is a pretty good one. This is a warm and sweet gourmand as well. Notes of white musk, benzoin, and caramel accord. I love caramel accord, so that's probably why I like this so much. Okay, next up we have one that I have not worn at all. But it is emotional because it belonged to my mom. And that is the Good Girl with Jasmine. I don't think she wore this often, to be quite honest, because it doesn't look that much, like it doesn't look like it was used that often. But it does smell good. I may try to wear this one day. I'm not sure when, but yeah, it was hers. It's now mine, and I just have not had the heart to wear it. But it does smell good, and it's a warm floral, notes of tuberose, jasmine, and tonka beans. I love tonka beans, so there's that. So, yeah. And the bottle is super duper cute. Like, come on, bro, a heel, like that's just. Next up, we have another one that was owned by my mom. I don't wear it, but eventually I'm gonna get around to it. It is another Carolina Herrera Good Girl, and this one is actually discontinued now. So I'm gonna have to savor her whenever I do get around to wearing her. But she's discontinued. She is stated to be in the amber floral category. She has notes of juicy berries, Egyptian jasmine, tonka bean, tuberose, and vetiver. I feel like when we smelled it in the store, it was really good. Yeah, it's really, really good. I'm not entirely sure why it's discontinued, but yeah, this one, she's gonna be a keeper for sure. So this next one is actually a funny story behind it because it is not a perfume. It is in fact a cologne. I knew that at the time that I opened it. I just did not have the heart to say it, and I've kept it and I have used it several times. This is Bleu de Chanel. This is the Eau de Toilette. It is in fact for men. My baby brother got this for me. It was the first and only cologne, or he didn't mean it to be a cologne, but it's the first and only fragrance he has ever purchased for me. I hold it near and dear because it's from my baby brother. I want to say it's honestly, because we're 9 years apart, it's probably the biggest gift he's ever gotten me. I was not new into fragrances, but I was building my fragrance collection. He knew how much I loved it. I had been talking to my dad about fragrances nonstop. Like, me and my dad would go shopping while we were in Texas, because we were in fact in Austin, Texas on a business trip. So we went to go like try out different fragrances and stuff. My little brother went shopping on his own. He came back with it, and my dad was like, you know, you didn't have to like spend a lot of money on her. And he was just like, well, she did it for me. So it was just like, it was very thoughtful. Which is also why I did not have the heart to tell him like that it's not a perfume and it's for men. And I still wear it. Like, I still put it on. I match it with different fragrances, and I put my own spin on it, and I actually really love this fragrance. I don't think I would have ever purchased it for myself. Safe to say, I have purchased it before, but not for me. I purchased it for somebody else. But yeah, I love her. I named her. I've made it from a him to a her. I love her. I'm gonna forever keep her. I don't wear it super often, but I do wear it. I get notes of lavender from it. I did not see lavender in the little description because it's classified as a warm woods with citrus accord, labdanum, and sandalwood cedar. I don't know what labdanum is. I secretly hope it's another word for lavender, but I'm not entirely sure, and I'm not about to look it up right now. So if you know what it is, put it in the comments below. But me, I don't know what, sis don't know what it is. I really don't. But yeah, I love her. I'm never going to leave her. I hold her closely, so yeah. Now this last one actually holds a memory, like a recent strong memory, a great accomplishment of myself. And this is Byredo's Young Rose. I actually purchased this specific fragrance for closing on my house. I bought a whole new outfit. I bought a like dress, shoes, got my hair done specifically for it, like a whole look. Purchased a bag specifically for it and sunglasses. I actually got those in Texas, and then while I was getting my outfit, I ran across Byredo and I got this one. I like it. I don't love it, but it holds the memory. I'm not entirely sure why I got this. And actually, I lied because smelling it now I know. It's floral, of course, but it's like floral and fresh, and just it's got a little oomph in it. But in hindsight, from Byredo, because they do give you like samples, I had a sample of the Bal Afrique, I think is how you pronounce it. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. I actually wore it in Texas, and I got so many compliments because I did buy this before I went to Texas. I went to Texas like right before I closed on my house. So I bought this prior to, and I got so many compliments from the Bal Afrique. I got compliments on this on closing day, but I really haven't worn it since closing. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure something out with that too. But this one's a good one. I might pair her with something, one of these vanillas. I got a million vanillas. I might pair her with a vanilla and see how that goes. We shall see. But yeah, so she is floral with notes of amber seeds, Sichuan peppers, orris, Damascena rose, musks, and ambroxan. I've never thought of Sichuan pepper being in a fragrance. And I don't know what orris is, but that's what's in this. And she does smell good. But like I said, I think in hindsight, I probably would have gotten the Bal Afrique because that one smells really good. If I ever do get another Byredo scent, because I'm just not sold on spending that much on a fragrance. I can't really say that because I spend a good decent amount on fragrances. But when I'm ready to spend that much on a fragrance again, I would get the Bal Afrique for sure. But this is a really good one. So if you like rose, if you like floral, and you're in a Byredo mood, definitely try Young Rose. I haven't seen too many people wear this one, which is another reason I got it, because it was different. I didn't want to get something that like everybody wears. And this actually went really well with my body chemistry, so there's that. But yeah, she was a good one. So that actually concludes my vlog for today for all of my emotional scents. Like I said, most of them are particularly tied to a memory of a person or of an event, or of like a period of time for me, or I inherited them in a sense. So the ones I inherited are emotional for me, and while I don't wear some of them, I do love all of them. And the time will come one day for me to wear it. If you have any pairing ideas for any of these fragrances, please do not hesitate to put them in the comments below, especially for the ones that I have not worn yet. But yeah, especially for those, and especially if you have something to pair this Young Rose with, because I don't want to pair it with something else that's florally, because I don't want to like overdo the florals, but I kind of want to ground it a little bit. So I'm probably gonna play with that one day, but who knows. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn your post notifications on for the next vlog, and I will see you next time. Bye.